Hello everyone, my name is Rigger and I'm hoping an awesome day. Today I'm giving you a tour of my 4,000 day Bedrock Hardcore world. I have survived 4,000 days in this world. I'm going to be showing you everything I've done and built. And also, if you guys enjoy this video and you like it a lot, you can always consider hitting the like button and subscribe for more. Helps a lot and do appreciate it. And let's hop right into it. So today we start the tour here in my hardcore house as the usual. I built this house right after I beat the dragon around day 50. Before I was living in a village just over there on an island in an XP cabin, which was a stonemason's house. And then after I beat the dragon, I went on ahead and I built my house here, and I got my first storage room right here, which I actually still kind of used to this day. It has a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of got a little full, so I've had to make another storage room over time, but it's always done pretty good. So it's really nice. And over here we got our fireplace. I put the iron bars in here to well, as you guys can see, I keep these guys out. I got a lot of lights in my house. Partly my viewers' fault and partly my own fault. And they love playing with fire for some reason. So I had to put these iron bars here to keep them out from there. And then we also got these barrels right here I do for the redemption. So Frog Redemption stuff on Twitch. If you guys want to check it out, I do live stream this on YouTube and Twitch on Mondays on YouTube from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and on Saturdays or Fridays on Twitch from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as well. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely go check it out. We'd love to have you there. It's always a blast. And yeah, we always have a bunch of fun. And you always get your, lane in the world named after you or some diamonds or whatever. It's really, really cool. Always love adding things like that. Also over here, we just got some beacons, the king size bed and everything like that, some wither skulls. And also the efficiency cap. Now, I have two of these efficiency caps in this world. It's the second one. As you can see, it says 2 at the end. I don't know if it was a bug or if it was actually a feature or maybe they took it away or whatever. I heard some of my viewers were looking for this after I found it and they couldn't find it no matter how many woodland mansions they explored in creative mode and survival. So I'm guessing it could have been a bug and they took it away, but efficiency's not supposed to go on, helmets or chest plates or pants or anything like that. But I found this in a secret room in a woodland mansion. I thought it was like some kind of feature treasure they added for Bedrock woodland mansions only, but maybe it was a bug. So if it is, I'm the only one who has 2 in this hardcore world. The only hardcore world that will receive like 2 efficiency caps. I don't know who else has it, but it's pretty crazy. But yeah, and now if we go down here in this area, we have the blast furnaces for smelting up ores and ancient debris and stuff like that. Our fireplaces with iron bars to keep those guys from burning up, and super smelter right here, some more blossoms here and there. This house is, yeah, it's not real. It's not like it for me, but if anyone else is like, like if I did a world down one day, you'd probably experience a little bit of lag because this place has got a lot of particles and mobs and stuff like that. So I might actually do a world download one of these days. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want a world download. I gotta see what day I would do it though, but it would be pretty cool. But anyways, got a little kitchen right here in this area, my little desk to work at, do a little paperwork or whatever, or future plans, hardcore. Screecher as usual. We're gonna have a little Screecher in the house. Actually, I haven't done that one in a while. And then also we got Mr. Cheese here. He guards and music discs and maintains them. We have every music disc in the game right now at this current moment of their time of this recording. I'm sure in the future, if anyone guys watching this in the future, there's a couple more music discs probably out, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure yet, but right now the newest one we have is the one from the H City Music Disc 5 and Other Side. So those are the newest ones right now at the time of this recording, so 1.19, and we got all of them so far. So, and then we got Rex Laws over here. We got tons of CLAs named after a lot of my viewers. And we got Ruger the sheep here, which is a naturally spawning pink sheep. I found him on my front doorstep, actually. Like, I came out of my house, I think one day on stream, and I saw him, and then I asked my viewers what they wanted to name him, and they decided to name it Ruger the sheep. So a pretty cool name, pretty good name. And then like just tons of little stuff around here in this area, little like the totems everywhere. Also, every totem that's on the wall is actually from the Woodland Mansion. So these Woodland Mansion totems, because I have like a diamond dozen totems. If I show you guys over here in this area, I literally have a couple double chests of totems. I really don't need to hang them on the wall unless it's for decoration purposes, which I did for the Woodland Mansion totems, but also at the same time, it's just like they're really unique because, I come from the Woodland Mansion. I actually almost died a couple of times, got a couple close calls in that Woodland Mansion. It's pretty crazy, but yeah. And then ancient debris around here, kind of just like for little trophies here and there. So, and if we go out here in this area, we go in and we have our llamas. Now, these llamas, they go in and they require diamonds to survive, apparently. Like, I go in and eat my diamonds. Also, our newest addition to a family, Jeb. We found this is another naturally spawning pink sheep. If I want to shoot the sheep, will give us pink wool. And the viewers want to name it Jeb, so we did it. So, anyways, so we have 5 diamond llamas. We have the Ender llama, and then over here we have the Sasha, and then the breaded, and then we have the copper and the pizza, and they have quite a bit of diamonds. So every 5 likes, or every 50 bits or a sub, or every time we smash a follower goal or a like goal, or something like that, or a raid, we go in and give them a diamond. So tons of cool stuff like that, and they get their diamonds, and yeah, so this is how many diamonds the viewers have given to these llamas. They're packed full. Not all these llamas are diamond llamas. These guys just follow them because llamas do that. And then over here we have our beacons. Now I made it a goal and a priority to go ahead and make to where in this hardcore world I get every single beacon that you can in in my regular vanilla Minecraft. So I got the gold beacon. I've got the copper, which really isn't in the category, but I got it anyways because I love copper. A diamond beacon. I'm planning on doing 2 more diamond beacons. You see, I'm starting that work right there. I have an iron beacon somewhere, an emerald beacon somewhere. I think the emerald beacon's in the end dimension because I'm working on a project there, which I'll show you later. And then a gold beacon right there, and also the netherite beacon, which is not done yet. It's like the last one I have not gotten finished yet because it takes a while. I think I have over a stack and 40 something blocks of netherite in this right here right now. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it should be done by probably 5,000 days, I had to guess. I've really been trying to grind it out recently. So we already got the hardest layer done, like the most blocks, and then we're doing the second one. And after that, the 2 easy layers will be left, and we'll be all good to go. So it's gonna be so awesome when I get it done. So definitely check it out if you want to check out live streams. I'll be grinding this out on live streams, stuff like that. I only mine for H on live stream, so it's really cool. So, and then this used to be my automatic auto crop farm, but the villagers kept being a little bit of pain, because I kept unloading and reloading the chunks. So I went ahead and took them away and retired them, give them some orange juice, and made to where I use their area though for me to go and I need to harvest. I can just take my fortune free and go and harvest all up, replant it, and then just put it in the chest here and use it for the villager breeder for another project I'll be showing you guys soon. And then over here is my farming area. Over here in this area, and we have tons of farms. Now you got the netherwork farm, our sugarcane farm, our frog farm, our melon and pumpkin farm right here, and I have a feeling I should probably go ahead and empty these chests. They're getting quite full. And that's just me going around, hanging around the area. We also have our propicule farm right here. And most of these farms, basically every single farm in this world is on the channel. There are my designs, so definitely check them out if you want to. And they're super awesome, super easy. They work for Bedrock Hardcore, and most of them work for, like probably half of them work for Java, I think, as well. They'll show them the title. I got to update a couple titles, too, as well. But yeah, there is one farm that is not my design, and I will give credit to when we go show it in a minute here. And so yeah, but yeah, over here we got another plant farm, snow farm, little, manual cocoa bean farm, cactus farm over here, and it gives us, so much cactus. And then moss farm, bamboo farm, stuff like that. Bee farm, these bees, like recently these bees despawned, I don't know why, but they were around for like a couple thousand days, and then they despawn. I guess it's because I may have unloaded and reloaded the chunks too fast or something like that. I might despawn them. Flower farm we have over here, concrete farm, tall flower farm, zero tick kelp farm, which works. So definitely check it out on the channel. This one's got like a lot of attention for a lot of people. They're building in their worlds. It's super awesome. Works to this day, 1.19.30 at the time of this recording, so it's very, very nice. And then we also got super smelter over there and a dripstone farm. So tons of farms around here. I'm a little crazy about farms. I love farms, so I love building them. They're real nice. And stone generator over here. Gold farm over there. I use that to mend all my tools and everything, that and weapons. And then super smelter. I gotta make a more permanent super smelter though. This one was just a temporary one to go ahead and just smelt up my stuff so I can get things done. On my composter, obviously compost any extra crops, which I end up getting a lot of extra crops and stuff like that. And then if we go over here in this area, we just got a little manna crop field over here, and then we have our coarse fruit plant farm over here. We have our stone generator and also a basalt generator, which I added recently because I kind of needed one. And then also we have our mud farm, and then we also have a dripstone farm, the coarse fruit farm over here. We also got some bridges we added to the world. I don't remember, I forgot exactly what day I added these, but after a while I wanted to add these to the world and actually put the poles going clear down to the bottom of the water, make it look nice. And over here in this area, we have our slime farm. This slime farm, I don't forget exactly remember when I built it. I built it like probably in the first couple thousand days or something like that. But it's real nice slime farm. It's on the channel. You don't have to do concrete on the walls, but I did because it looks real nice. And it gets all the slime we need. Just go and spawn these platforms. They jump off, and yeah, right there. Those guys right there, they're going and spawning, and they despawn because obviously we're not down there. We have to be like halfway down or clear down to the bottom for them to not despawn and actually go into the side farm, get collected, killed and collected. So that. And this over here is a Pokemon duck, I believe. pixel art duck. I don't know exactly what it came from. I believe it came from Pokemon. I'm not exactly an expert on that. But one of my viewers wanted me to build it, so I built it for them here in the world. So really, really awesome during a celebration stream. And over here we got my wool farm. This gives me every color of wool, all 16 colors of wool. It's very, very nice for future projects I use around here. Got a lot. I'm actually starting to use colors a lot more often in my projects. I kind of didn't go on ahead and, use like a lot of colors. I used like just using dark colors, like blocks and stuff like that, for my farm, like my builds, projects, stuff like that. But I figured to start going and using some more color in my build. So I made this farm right here so I can have wool whenever I want to. It's real simple and easy. And then if we go in here into this area, this right here is my mega storage room. And I have also that skull right there in this area. So if I show you up here, this is usually the entrance I go through, but I can go for that one entrance there. I made it to where I can fly out. We got our wall of life of totems right here. We have some skeleton horses, which is real nice. I got like 8 of them in this world. I accidentally got them. And then I got my bee farms right here because I actually need like a lot of honeycomb for a future project, which I will be showing you guys this later on in the tour, which is a really awesome project. I'll show you guys. It's one of my favorites, actually. I've been working on it now. But anyways, we go down here. This is one of my favorite projects that I did, which is the mega storage room. I love it. After I ran out of space in my house, I needed somewhere to go ahead and, place my stuff. So I went on ahead and, I got this big storage room. So these 2 walls right here are not sortable, like they're not auto-sorted. These ones are manual, which I like to do manual. I don't care for auto-sorted and manual, both awesome. And also these are for unstackable items like potions, totems, stuff like that, and just things that are not going to take like 5 double chests, like I don't think like let's see, like iron bars or anything like that, or books are gonna take 5 double chests. So I just put them in here in these areas, and then these right here, this wall right here, that wall right there, and that wall right there are all automatic sorted. So what you do over here is you go ahead and you place all of your items in here, and then you go ahead and flip this lever right here, and that goes in and starts dispensing all of the items up the water stream. They go into the hopper chain, and then they go around here, clear this area, and they start sorting all of the items. And this is my own design that I kind of just put up. This item store, I believe here, I think it's Impulse SV is the original creator of it. If I'm not mistaken, so credit goes to him or whoever originally designed it. I believe he pioneered it, so I could be mistaken though. There's a lot of item stores out there, but it's one I use the most. It works for Java and Bedrock, which is super awesome. That's why I like using it. And so this goes all the way down here. It's pretty crazy. It takes a lot of redstone. This is the laggiest place in my entire hardcore. With my PC, sometimes it gets a little bit of delay, which is pretty crazy. So, but yeah, it's because of all the redstone, all the hoppers, and everything like that. And then after all the items go through, it falls down here and goes into these hoppers and into the chest. And all you need to go ahead and do is just literally just pull this lever here, and then it goes on and dispenses it into the chest, stuff like that. So it's really nice, really simple design. I really like how it is. Also, I believe it's dark outside, so let me sleep for the night real quick. That way, we go outside. It's daytime. We can show you the rest of the world and daylight and not nighttime. And then let's go on ahead, and I'm going to show you guys the next area over here, which is the Hall of Viewers. Now, this was a really early project I worked on. I wanted to build the Hall of Viewers for you guys. It's just kind of a place where all my dedicated people who come into my live streams hang out, chill for a while, the usual people that come on in. They get a spot right here in the Hall of Viewers. And I actually went ahead, I actually built this when I was sick on a live stream one day, or never being sick, and I used warp wood and copper and quartz, stuff like that. So, if we come in here in this area, we got a nice cool floor. And this side over here is YouTube. So this is all the viewers on YouTube so far. And then this one's on for the Twitch. So here's the Twitch side. So I think they're both even right now, I think. I'm not certain, though. They're pretty good, though. So, and I got my sides in here to go ahead and put some more up. I do gotta go ahead and finish a couple things back here. But I decided to build on the mountain here because I figured it'd be a really cool place to put it. And then if we go over here in this area, this is my trading hall. I call this my mid-game trading hall. It's because it's good for like early game, end game, and mid game. But mostly mid-game because I'm building a new trading hall, which I'll show you guys in just a minute here. But this one I'm really, really proud of. I did a night sky. I didn't do as high as you could, like, make it look really, really cool. But I did it pretty high, like several layers of glass. It was pretty expensive. But I really like how it turned out. And then we have all the villagers in here in these areas. As you see right here, you get the Fletchers. And it's kind of hard to see them because you kind of have to jump. You can see they're right there in those areas. They're just kind of hidden behind the workstations, so you can beds, stuff like that. So we've got our Fletchers, we got our, cartographers, we got our butcherers, And we also got like a toolsmiths, weaponsmiths, armorers, and also our stonemasons. I need these guys for quartz. And then we've got our clerics, our shepherds, and some of our farmers, and also the librarians, of course. Not all every single enchant, but most of them anyway. So I made sure one like librarian could hold like several enchants, stuff like that. And yeah, really cool trading. All really like how it turned out. And we have the golems obviously in the boats, so like so they don't go around like killing like hitting me if I accidentally hit a villager one time, because I do every once in a while. It's a rare occasion. Also, back here in this area, it's not the most efficient design ever, not the most efficient system, but I go on ahead, I put these guys in here, and there's a zombie back there, as you can see, and you name tag them all, so they don't despawn, and if, the villagers on this other side of the wall, we go and cure these guys, and once we cure them, it makes these guys drop the prices, although then I do recommend you just probably go ahead and just cure your villagers once, the ones that you actually get to trade with. This design is takes a little bit to set up, but it is pretty interesting when you cure them. It drops their prices. Also, I heard something about if you have a zombie spawner, if you build a trade hall around a zombie spawner, every time a zombie spawns, they gets killed, they lower the prices. I heard some rumor. I'm not certain if it's true, but I'll let you guys know. Maybe in the next two or all my videos are live streamed. I'll let you guys know if that's actually the case. But yeah, it's a rumor I've heard. So and yeah, over here in this area is my starter mob farm. And this I built. This is on the channel if you guys want to check it out. I had an item store for it. Gave me all the rockets I needed for the early game to start out with and stuff like that. And I would have kept using it. But I need to start grinding for another beacon, which required TNT. You can also use beds too if you want to, and end crystals. And crystals are honestly too expensive, and beds are a little messy. And my viewers wanted me to use TNT mostly, so but yeah, you just go down here in this area, you turn on the item sorter, and then within a minute or two, the guys go ahead and they drop in this farm. As you can see right there, you just dropped right there, pretty fast, and quick. And then over here in this area is my squid farm, and this one's my older squid farm design. It gives around 16 stacks of ink per hour. And I got a new design over here. I'll show you in a minute here. But yeah, this one I went on and light it up so the drown could go ahead and not spawn, because drown need a light level of 0 to spawn. They were spawning this farm without the lights, so I went and added the lights and make it to where they can't spawn, and then they go in and just get shot up and over and get pushed and get killed by the magma blocks, and you just AFK up there and you get tons in the chest down below. But I built this one over here recently, which is my upgraded design, which makes to where it produces about 22 to 23 stacks of ink per hour, and it's got all the lights and everything like that. And it's even got a kill chamber, so you can hold your looting free sword, and you can make it to where you get way more drops. So you get, basically the same design, but instead of going in and they dying on magma blocks, they die in the kill chamber, and it does a lot better. So and also, it seems like they die faster by suffocating than on magma blocks. Pretty interesting. And also over here we've got our drown farm, which I don't really need tridents. You guys all about, but like 2 double chests with tridents, but I have one anyways, because why not? Music disc farm over there helped me get me all my music discs. So this one over here, it's basically my mob farm, but I just went ahead and changed the kill chamber down below. And then over here in this area, we have the iron farm. So we got the iron farm over here. This thing gives around 6 stacks of iron ingots per hour, and it's right next to a monument too, which is really crazy. And also got the rest of my skeleton horses here, and I just AFK down here in this area, down over here. I just put the blocks up the door, so because it's hard mode, and zombies have a chance now. They used to always be able to break down the door, but now they have a chance. There's a chance that the zombies break down doors now in 1.19.30. So, and that's my iron farm. As you can see, we got a little bit of iron coming in. But I did go in. I usually empty it. I usually don't leave it full of any like iron because I end up using it a lot. And then over here in this area is Silent Whisperers, improved mob farm. One of the best mob farms I've ever seen in Bedrock Edition. It gives around a shulker box of gunpowder per hour. It's very nice, and I know there's better mob farms out there with higher simulation distances, but this one's the best for simulation distance 4. It gives you around a shulker box of gunpowder per hour. It's really nice. This thing is the thing that made it possible for me getting all of my nether and stuff like that. And I don't think I have anything in these chests right now. But yeah, I emptied that. I emptied it out. I used that. As it is, I gotta go ahead and AFK at this farm. But I didn't want to AFK at this farm or any other farms in my hardcore until I got this tour out. Because you can see it's already 4,078. So I'm a little behind schedule. I was sick for a week, so I wasn't able to record. And I just did a hardcore live stream the other day, which I was working on a big project I'll be showing you guys soon. But yeah, I've been sick for like a week, so I've been able to go on ahead and really get any videos or live streams out. But yeah, really cool, like, like sorting system area, enchantment table, anvil, stuff like that. And then if we go over here, I flew by this just a minute ago. We have 2 things I want to show you guys here, which is the island. So we were exploring, when I first started this world, looking for a place to live and kind of find some unique place to settle down. I want something that I usually don't settle down on. I usually like settle down on Plains biome or taiga. I wanted something different. And I found this island, and I don't usually see villages on islands like this. If you guys have found something like this, let me know in the comments. It'd be super awesome. But yeah, I don't usually find these around like this, like islands of villages on it. So I tried to make this place home. Viewers and me thought it would be a cool idea. We got our sheep farm over here. I set it up for the bed bombing, for the netherite mining at the early game. In the early game when I needed a netherite for my armor and stuff like that. I think after I beat the dragon, or maybe it was before. I forgot exactly. I have to look at my past live streams. But all my live streams of this hardcore series, basically, that I did on YouTube, of course. On Twitch, some of them I got on my second channel. You guys can check out the second channel if you guys want to. It's Really Conqueror VODs. It's super awesome. I got my past live streams on there. If you guys can't watch the Twitch, you can't. Well, you don't have Twitch. You can't get Twitch. You can watch that channel. Most of my live streams from Twitch will go on there. So I try to get as much as I can on there. But yeah. You can go watch those on there. But yeah, this over here is my XP cabin. This is where I first lived. Named it XP cabin later on because back when I first started this, I started this in 1.17, and the XP bug was still around for the furnace glitch, so I was able to go and smelt the little items, get a little XP out. It was good old days, and now it's gone, and I'm kind of sad about that. But good old times. So I named the XP cabin for that in honor of that. So and don't mind the dirty chests. Those are yeah. I don't mind cleaning those up. Nostalgic memories of the XP cabin. Now, Stone Mason lives there now, and also we got Alfred in here as well, my cat. I saw him roaming around this village and tamed it, and then hey, I got it now. So and it's really cool. This village still has like tons of villagers. It's still alive. I only transported a couple of librarians. They go on and make it to where, to my new mid-game training home, make it to where I will have them, like the mending book villager and everything like that. And, yeah, so really, really cool villager like how it is. And then over here in this area is the trophy monument. Now, I've never drained the inside, the outside, and even extra around the monument before, but this is my first time doing it out of all my time playing Minecraft, and it is so amazing. I really like how it's turning out. It is taking a while to do, so I should have this done probably by 5,000 days. I'm going to be cracking down hard on this project and draining the rest of it. But I did drain the outside. I have drained the inside, and the inside's actually completely done. And then we are trying to work on putting these walls up and getting this whole drained. But once it's done, it's going to be a complete beautiful circle. We're going to place down grass and custom trees and everything like that, beacons, things like that. It's going to be really, really awesome. But yeah, if we come down here in this area, it also seems like every monument has slime chunks, which probably I don't like. I'm not surprised because slime chunks aren't like super uncommon to find. Like they're not like here and there, like around blocks or anything like that. They're actually pretty common. And so, and this thing goes down to at least like level 30 by the time you hit the gravel, I guess, in some areas. So, not surprised slime spawn underneath this monument. But yeah, as you see here, this is the trophy monument. This is where all my trophies are. So we got our like, oxidized copper, our copper deep slate ore, which is real nice. The Woodland Mansion Totem, and also I don't know if it's the first with the skull, I believe it is, because it came from my XP cabin, and I actually got it by chance, like when I was going to get blaze rods for the dragon fight, I got this. It seems like I have a tradition that goes on ahead. I go to a fortress, no matter what world I'm in. I go to a fortress to get blaze rods, and most of the time I end up getting a skull too at the same time, even if I don't even have looting, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, so it's pretty crazy. And then we have beacon over here. I don't think it's the first beacon because I got a little lost after a while how many beacons I have and which one would be the first. Diamond stone ore, which is pretty cool. First iron armor, I had that in my XP cabin. The dragon egg, which actually, ladies and gentlemen, I have 2 dragon eggs. There's a bug in Bedrock. I don't know if it's still around, but there's a bug in Bedrock. When you do the second dragon fight, apparently you end up getting you have a chance to end up getting a second dragon egg. I don't know if it's really common, but I had it in season 1, which, by the way, this is season 2 of Hardcore. Season 1, I survived almost 1,500 days, not 15,000, that'd be crazy. Almost 1,500 days, and then, so yeah, I started this season. So, both seasons, I got the dragon egg for some reason. So, we got the dragon egg here. And we have the dragon egg there, which is pretty crazy. Let me know, you guys know in the comments if you guys have actually had this happen to you before. I've heard a couple people, some of my viewers say they've had it happen to them, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then we got a diamond block right here, redstone deep slate ore, and stuff like that. The other efficiency cap and netherite block, dragon head, emerald ore, stuff like that. Trident, turtle helmet, which is pretty cool. I have a couple of these actually in the world. And then we got deep slate coal ore, which is actually pretty rare to get deep slate coal ore. Like sometimes you might be able to find like veins, like underground, like around level 0, but they stop generating around level 0, I believe. So it's kind of hard to catch them in deep slate form. And then over here in this area, we got the first blue axolotl. Yes, I do have the blue axolotl in this world. It was a goal to get the netherite beacon and the blue axolotl and the monument in season 1. and I didn't get to complete any of those. So I brought it to season 2 with determination that, to get them all done. So, and I did. I got the blue axolotl on 940 axolotls, I believe it took to get that. I have a video on it, so really, really cool. And I named it a special name, so we can go ahead and, know this one's the legit one. So I did the 3 exclamation marks at the end of the name, which is really, really cool. So I really like how it is. And I got like a sanctuary. I'll show you guys in a mirror. I also have a recover compass right here for trophies with sneak book, obviously as usual. And then like this fragment and echo shard and a enchanted apple. You guys might see me open my inventory a couple times. You might see I have 35 notch apples. I've never had this many notch apples in one world before. I've been in city hunting, HC hunting a lot. I keep calling them in cities. And I don't know if you guys have had that problem. I know I've seen a couple other people have had that problem of calling them like ancient cities, and cities, and stuff like that. It's like, and cities, ancient cities. It gets confusing after a while sometimes. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I have 36 notch apples total. I would have 37, but I did turn one of them into the banner thing. Because I had plenty, I had plenty in this world. Why not go and do that? And then we have the snout banner pattern as well. So tons of more trophies will be added to this haul. I have tons already in my brain right now. I want to go and add here, and I think I did a pretty good job. Please write this in the chat, the comments and stuff like that. What you guys think of this monument? I think it's pretty good. And then if we go out here and this area, oh dear, it's dark. It's nighttime. Oh dear, let me go and sleep for the night real quick, and I'll show you guys the next destination. There's tons of things in this hardcore world that's happened. Like every 1,000 days, I always try to get as much as I can within 1,000 days. And I seem to be doing that pretty good. So I don't go as fast as other people, but I try to get as much done as I can. Also, over here in this area is my geode farm / mine, of course. I was going in and mining for iron and coal, I think, towards the early game, I think. And I found these geodes. So I found this geode right here, which, as you can see, is fully grown. It's pretty crazy. And then if we go over here in this area, we have a conduit over here, which is real nice, mixed where we can get night vision, conduit power, night vision, water breathing. And then over here in this area, we have another geode. So I'm able just to stand probably where the conduit's at, and it loads both of them up to make it where I can just AFK at both of these. This one doesn't have as many grown because I harvest this one much sooner, and I've been hanging out in the storage room, so. And that one over there is like basically underneath the storage room. That one over there that I have. It's closer to the storage room, so this one's probably not close to the storage room. So if I hanged around AFK at these things, then I would probably have them both grow at the same time. But I don't ever need amethyst, like amethyst clusters or anything like that, because I get too much as it is for these farms. I don't end up using those enough yet. But I'm probably use tinted glass for a future project and things like that, and I'll probably end up using them a lot more. So that'll be super awesome. But if we go over here in this area, I'm going to show you guys my XL sanctuary. Also, this is the turtle sanctuary. I still got to put a couple palm trees up and stuff like that. I haven't got that done yet. But I got my turtle helmets from this place. It's pretty cool. And yeah, so a couple turtle helmets. And also Bamboo Island. And say hello to Jade and Coca-Cola Bear. Don't mind Jade. These were both baby cubs, but Jade wasn't so happy when I did see their polar bears nearby. They were attacking me, okay? Yeah, but yeah, they and then Cocoa Bear, I did the same thing, but oh my goodness, oh, stay away from that, stay away from. Jade's a little ferocious. But anyways, these are the redemption you can do on Twitch. We can go ahead and redeem and name a pet, and you guys can decide the pet you want, as long as it's a within reason, of course. And I'll get you a pet. Jade attacks me, but Coca-Cola Bear never does. It's weird because I did the same thing. I catched him the same way. I took care of polar bears in the same area the same way, so I don't know why Jade's mad at me and Coca-Cola Bear is not, but okay. But yeah, anyways, over here is the gold farm, which I showed you guys a minute ago. Really awesome. This is on the channel if you guys want to check it out. Really cool. And then this is the XLL Sanctuary. After I went on ahead and I got the blue XLL, I promised my viewers that I'd go and build this. I wanted to get it done. I forgot exactly how much this was done in the 3,000 days. I think this was like getting done, but it wasn't completely done yet. But it is now officially done. We got beautiful seagrass. Did you guys know that you can actually bone mill the the floor bed, no matter what biome it is in? This is like a dark oak forest, and you can still bone mill the ground and get like seagrass and coral fan stuff. That's really, really cool. I really like that. And I'll probably only do like warm oceans or riverbeds or something like that, which is actually a river right there. That's why the water gets a little lighter. But we have the cyan, we have the pink, the brown, the blue, obviously, and the yellow. And if we come down here in this area, we have tons of XLLs just hanging around here. It's a little like, you gotta find them right here. We got the blue one right here just cruising around. And I got a lot of blue ones in here because I like most of the viewers redeem the blue ones. We got tons of blue ones, little baby ones, grown-up ones. I did some soul sand. Also, I found a geode here, which I want to go ahead and like make a tunnel, make it to where the XLs can swim down the geode, and the geode be filled up with water, and not destroy it or turn into a farm or anything like that. Just to have as an aesthetic thing for them to go swim down into. But I gotta do that later on. And what are you doing up there? What are you doing up there, you little traveling trainer? I guess he wants to check out the XLs. But yeah, I did clay block boulders and moss and everything like that, coral blocks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this place. But I think it turned out really nice. We have a conduit right there in the middle to go and give us power. And we have the glass underneath. They're gonna make it to where we have the pixel art lily pads are held up because there's like, powder concrete and stuff like that in here in these areas. And if we go over here and in this area, I want to show you guys a couple other things in this direction. Over here, we do have our second industrial area and also our celebration building, and also my frog sanctuary over here. I'm working on these frog sanctuaries. They're a new project. I don't know if they were in the 3,000 day tour, but if we go over here in this area, we have the frog sanctuary. So I was originally planning to build the pixel of the frog and then putting them inside, but there wasn't really enough room in there. So I wanted to do a little pond around this area. Still got to do a couple adjustments on it. I'm planning on putting a glass dome over this area, which I'll show you guys. Another frog sanctuary in a minute here. I'm planning on building all three, the desert, the temperate, and the snowy one. And we got our pixel art frog here, the one I used to go ahead and see all the pixels and build this thing in the first place. And it turned out really good. I knew it back karma because that's one of my viewers in my chat who likes frogs and wanted to name it that. And made sure I didn't kill it, which I would never kill a frog. Why would it be that mean? But anyways, as you can see here, really cool. Love how I used copper and the acacia. I never used acacia wood, so I'm really happy I used that. And yeah, really, really cool. And if we go over here in this area, there is the Skulk Block Farm. I did pop a toe making this farm because there's a bug. I don't know if it's still around. I haven't heard of it being patched. And also, that's a very, very bugged geode that's been around for a long time. This geode has been just sitting here. And I didn't set it up either because it has an amethyst bud in it. So... and you can't move those. It's just pretty crazy. So yeah, didn't. I think disappeared. No. I think it's between 1.17 and 18 terrain. That's why I messed up. Anyways, I was flying around here, coming down, and there's a bug. I don't know if it's still around or if it's around the future or it's patched by now. But you would fly, so you would start to fly, and you try to fire your rockets. Your rockets would not fire, and all of a sudden you start taking incredible amount of damage, like 3 hearts every time, and until you just pop a totem or die, and it was really dangerous. I ended up popping a totem doing that. I was just cruising down here. I was reading chat, hanging out, and then like hit, and then boom, popped the totem. I'm like, oh my goodness, I barely survived that one. It was really crazy. But yeah, this is my skulk farm right here. As you can see in this area, we got tons of skulk blocks, screechers. You even get screechers from this farm, which is crazy. I didn't know you did that, but it's my design. And I set it up. I didn't even realize you could have screechers. But yeah, I had a skull cowl set it up to go ahead and spread it off. I wish you got skull cows from the farm too. It'd be really cool if you do that. But in here, this is the celebration cake. Pixel art building. This is where we have all the celebrations. At the end of the day, we put a book. So every time we hit like a certain goal, like 300 followers, 400 followers, 500 followers, 700, 800, stuff like that. I didn't do 600, I'd say. And then like 1 year on Twitch, 1,700, which actually we were on our way to 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We're a couple months away at the time of this recording. So if you guys want to help us get to 2,000 subscribers and you guys do enjoy the content, you can always consider, subscribing. It's up to you though. Only if you enjoy the content. I always love it. Supporting, bringing out content and everything like that, and bring out content you guys enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoy the content I bring out on the channel. I'll try to do my best to get it as best I can. But yeah, 8-hour stream, 10-hour stream, stuff like that. And also, I'm about to hit 1,000 followers. I'm like 1 follower away at the time of this recording, getting 1,000 on Twitch is really cool. So definitely check out the Twitch channel if you guys haven't yet. But yeah, over here in this area is a double slime farm. Well, actually, kind of like 4 slime chunks. There's one right there. There's one right here. There's 2 right here. I haven't worked on those yet because I've been busy with other projects. But this is a double slime chunk. And you guys saw my slime farm a while ago. But I built another one because I'm slime crazy. I don't need this many slime. But I decided to build it because why would they go to waste? You see slime spawning and then despawning because I'm not down there all the way. But yeah, I got a ladder to leach down to the chest area, which is real nice. And this is on the channel as well. I'm going to be building those other 2 slime chunk farms later. But for now, I think I'm pretty good at slime. I don't really need to do it. And also, like, I don't really portal, which is pretty cool. But if we go in this area, I'm going to show you guys the Palace of Conquerors. One of my projects I've been working on for a little bit now. And I'm really proud of it. I'm still working on it. And even once I get the castle done, I got to build the entire capital city. So it's going to be a long project. It's going to take a little bit. But if we go over here, this over here in the snowy little, not snowy tundra, but snowy plains area near the snowy, like, taiga area here. This is the Palace of Conquerors, and it has changed a lot since the last tour. As you can see right here, it's got a little bit of black stone, the deep slate, and the tuff, giving it a good gradient pattern. And if we go over here in this area, we have the campfires, and then we got the deep slate on these walls right here, making it to where I gotta go and actually add some like deep slate bricks and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really cool build. And if you can see right here, we have the doors now. So I went ahead and also customized a little bit of that little like little like overhead right here. Little like over like I forgot what they call them. It's like arch. Yes, it is. You guys would have screaming at me in the comments saying like it's called an arch. Like I modified the arch a little bit. I really like how it is with that tower. But yeah, right here we got the doors, which I'm really proud of the doors. I worked on this on the live stream on Twitch. And I was hanging out with my viewers. We figured out together. I used like the polished basalt and also like the stripped spruce wood, and it looks so good with the black stone buttons too and everything like that. So, and over here we've got the bars to make it square. So if they have like like a riot going on or like a siege going on, they can go ahead and close the doors and put wood like huge wood plank through these bars right here and bolt the door, because this is the conquering a kingdom filled with people who love to conquer other kingdoms. And they go ahead and just conquer and take over the kingdoms. Which, by the way, you guys can go ahead and get your own kingdoms in this world. If you earn 100,000 channel points on Twitch, you can redeem Conquering Kingdoms, and you can go ahead and ask me to build you a kingdom in this world with your own theme. Be futuristic, modern, medieval, whatever you would like. And then I would go ahead and I'll build it in a certain biome. You'll get a whole biome dedicated to you, and you can get your own custom kingdom. And then it kind of leads into the storyline of this kingdom going out and conquering other kingdoms and stuff like that, which is really cool. But yeah, I really like how the texture is coming, everything like it's coming along. Still need to texturize the walls. You see it kind of plain. Need to add some like stonework stuff like that. But I've been adding some entrances and also adding some roofs on here because yeah, I haven't had any roofs on here for a little bit. I'm trying to get them on here, so I'm trying to get this place done. It's been taking a lot of materials, but this right here is the great throne room. This took a little bit to build the archways and everything. I'm really happy how the archways turned out. But you see here, we have all these armor stands right here. This is the Great Hall, the Hall of the Palace of Conquerors. And this is where, the king's going to sit, which I actually might change to the chair in the future because it blends a little too well on the wall. And then over here, we've got all of my viewers right here. So we got, Jokester, we got Ben Sully, we got Castle, and then Nico, some of my mods, some of my viewers who've earned enough points to get in here. So if you earn 30,000 channel points on Twitch, you can go in and you can redeem Palace Conquer plot, and you can get your own like plot with your own armor stand. Also, you got a texture pack that makes to where like item frames are invisible. So there's item frames right here. But they're invisible, so I usually turn them off sometimes because I like the item frames like showing in the background rather than being gone. But I also use it because it shows me all villager trades, like all future village trades are locked, what they're going to be, and so yeah, so it's super useful. But yeah, as you can see right here in this area, it's really cool. Really like how it is. I can't wait to get some more people in here. We've got some extra spots. Also, if you guys want to play Bedrock Hardcore yourselves, check it out. Links will be in the description for the day counter, which is on the top left corner, and also the Hardcore Not warning. The Hardcore Auto will turn off achievements, but other than that, it's basically vanilla. It's real awesome. Definitely recommend checking it out. So it's super awesome. Also, I'm gonna sleep tonight, man. We are skipping a lot of nights here in this tier. This must be a long tier. I don't know how long this thing is, but oh geez, so much stuff to show. But yeah, if we go over here in this area, I'm gonna show you guys a couple other projects in that direction, back towards the base. Also, I'm planning on going ahead and building a capital city right here in this area around the castle. I'm going to be going ahead and building a huge capital city all the way around the castle. I'm also going to have a mine right there. It's actually perfect. It goes, like, I don't know how deep down the ground, but it's actually like a proper mine. It has a village and everything for it. It's perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and making docks right here. And I built this castle in the snow biome because I never really built in the snow biome. And I also want to make it to where it's a lot harder for the Conquer Kingdom's enemies to go ahead and get to them. The harsh weather and everything like they're used to it, but their enemies aren't. And it's a lot tougher for them to get through, just like I did for the, thickening walls, made an extra layer out. So it's a lot harder for them to break through the walls and everything like that. But if we go over here, I'll show you guys the next area. And over here we have our axolotl farm breeding areas. These are my axolotl breeders that went on ahead and made it possible for me to get the blue axolotl. I used this thing to go ahead and breed up all the axolotls. And I did every live stream. I did about like, think about like something like 23 buckets or 22 buckets or something like that. And I went ahead and just did one for each viewer, named after them. And then whoever got the blue axolotl would have gotten their, the blue axolotl named after them. So that's why you have Gaming with Passion on the original first blue axolotl. They were the ones that ended up getting the blue axolotl, which is pretty crazy. And then over here in this area, we have the blue axolotl area. I built this one right after we get the blue axolotl. So we have all these little blue axolotls in here, so we can go ahead and get more blue axolotls for an army to raise. I want to actually take like a whole bunch of blue axolotls to like a trophy monument, like to like an ocean monument one day. I keep calling them a trophy monument. It's probably because it's embedded in my brain now since I made one. But yeah, over here in this area is the other frog sanctuary. This one's the other frog sanctuary, and as you can see, it already has a glass dome up. No trees yet, sad to say, because they're a little big for the glass dome. But I'll be adding either custom ones, or I'm going to try to grow them and see if they'll fit inside. But yeah, as you can see right here, we've got a little entrance right here we can go for here. As you can see, we got the little desert frog. I haven't built a snowy one yet. That's the next one priority. I know it doesn't look exactly all the colors of this frog. I tried my best. If you got any block suggestions, let me know. But I've tried, sandstone I'm using. I've tried mushroom blocks. I've tried, I do love the birds. Birds really nice. But not even that's not even light enough for it's not like it's either too dark or it's like too light or whatever. And so, but I think it turned out pretty good. But yeah, it's not exactly the exact color of the frog. So like, give you a little help maybe on some blocks I could use. But I've been trying to think of all the blocks like sand and everything like that, and I haven't found out any blocks yet that would be perfect color texture. Yeah, except for these, the best I've gotten. So it looks pretty good for now. I'll probably leave it the way it is. But if you guys got any block suggestions, let me know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like how it is. And so, yeah, I think this is basically all the projects for this certain area. Now we gotta go ahead. I think we gotta head to the Nether dimension and show you guys all the projects that are in the Nether dimension, and also all the projects that the Nether highways in the Nether dimension lead to. So let me go ahead and fly over here to the Nether portal real quick and hop right on into the Nether portal. Also, this is my original Nether portal. I never really changed it out. I just kept it. I wanted to keep it. I didn't think about a big portal. I might make a big portal in the future, maybe perhaps, but I don't need one right now. Anyways, this is my Nether hub. It's really cool. I really like how it turned out. Once it's simple and easy, and I didn't like the little bits of debris on the entrances and the lava and stuff like that, and made it all out of quartz, which was super expensive. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of destinations. This right here leads to my mega woodland mansion trading hall, which I should be showing you guys. And then also this highway leads to my mushroom island, my mangrove swamp, my nether fortress, and then this one right here leads to my ancient cities. And I meant cities. I didn't mean city. I meant cities. So let me go on and grab my boat. I'm going to show you guys a couple of areas first. Let's go on ahead, and I'm going to just show you guys the mega trading hall over here. It is really awesome. So let me go ahead and just ride my boat clear down here, and I'll bring you guys back when I get there. And over here is the portal that leads to the mega woodland mansion trading hall. So my big game trading hall kept me good for a while, but I wanted to get tons of just faster and stuff like that, even though I have raid from which I'll show you guys later. But this, I wanted to build this to go on and have a better future here on this hardcore. Also, I gotta get some more rockets because I am running low. Good thing I have like I have a short box of rockets running. Yes, I do. There we go. And also, I name all my shortcut boxes after my viewers. During special events, celebration events, you can go ahead and redeem, just do bits and stuff like that, and certain things to go and get yourself a shortcut box named after you. So definitely check out the live streams, and you might be able to end up getting a shortcut box named after you in special events. But if we go over here, as you can see, I put little poles up with lightning rods because obviously woodland mansion is pretty flammable. But yeah, I rated 2 woodland mansions in the world. This one was the one that gave the efficiency cap, and the other one did as well. So I got my first 2 gave me the efficiency cap, which is pretty cool. If we go in here, I went on ahead and I tore out all the rooms and the hallways and made this into my trading hall. And I made this little section right here, a little more of the OG feel of Minecraft, like back in like legacy days and stuff like that. I really do miss those days, and the woodland mansion brings me back to those good old days, nostalgic memories. So I decided to go ahead. Oh, cat. Oh, we just Garfield the cat there, I guess. Anyway, I think over here, I wanted to make it to where it's like OG feel. Also, I like these trees here. These trees are originally here. I didn't place these These ones are for the rooms. You know, dark oak trees can't usually naturally grow by like, you know, one by one. They usually have to grow by four by four no matter what. So it's pretty cool. You need to have these. You can go find them in the mansion, so I kept them here. But yeah, I added a little wheat fields, carrot, did a little pond, a little stream right here, little, you know, OG bridge. Of course, the viewers were very, very picky about this bridge. I did a couple modifications to it. There were, and some of them still somewhere a little unhappy about it. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And then we got a little chest monster that's gonna get started around here. We already got another chest monster over here that's already getting started. And these are from like the remains of this mansion. But yeah, we have our fletchers right here. So my plans for the future for this trading hall is this. So we're planning on going on ahead, adding fletchers all along the side, farmers on the back side. We're gonna have librarians on the side, but not just any librarians. No, 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 no. These librarians right here have some special trades. These ones guys right here are the reason why I'm starting to make a trading hall, because I need certain items, such as bookcases for 1 emerald per bookcase, and I can break them down into free books and trade them back to them for 1 book per emerald, so I can turn like one bookcase, like I can buy one bookcase for 1 emerald and turn it into free emeralds. So it's like so cheap. I can buy glass, which I really need, and name tags. So I'm here for the bookcases, you know, to get emeralds as well. Trade ink to them. That's why I built my ink farm, one of the reasons. And then get glass, and then get name tags, which is super awesome. So all these villagers right here have the exact same trades. You have to go in and cure them like 4 to 5 times, but it's definitely worth it. And I'm planning to make this entire wall dedicated to them. And then this wall here is going to be for the shepherds. They're going to give me tons of like colored carpet, and also make it to where I can trade them carpet. So if I go up here in this area, I do have to cure them a couple times, but I can make it to where I can trade them like, you know, gray wool, 1 gray wool for 1 emerald, which I'm getting so much gray wool from ancient cities right now. It's just a secret project you guys will be seeing towards the end of the tour. I'll show you guys. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. So I'm getting tons of gray wool from them, so I don't really need it. And then up here in this area, something I've been working on recently, this is where the librarians are going to go, the clerics and the cartographers. So I tried to make the second floor for that. I'm going to be putting bookcases also right here, like library right here in these windows. And I cannot cover the windows, but you know, on the edges and stuff like that. And these are where the librarians are going to go, though. But you can go ahead and just climb up these things with a little bit of vines. I might switch it out to a ladder or something later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to be putting them in here in these areas. Got little bookshelves back there. Yes, I'm getting very rich with librarians now. Go and give me like bookshelves for such cheap prices. And I'm gonna make it like I've made one part right there. I'm probably gonna make a modification to the roof because it looks a little weird. And I'm gonna finish this one up. I'm still working on this, and I'm gonna build another one right here. So 1 for librarians, 1 for clerics, and hopefully 1 for cartographers. And if we go up here in this area, this is where the armorers are going to go, the toolsmiths, the weaponsmiths, and hopefully the stonemasons as well. And I need a lot of stonemasons because I need a lot of quartz for this world. So I'll probably just make it to where I have like, I don't know, like probably like 3 armorers, weaponsmiths, stuff like that. Not many of those guys, and mainly make this floor for stonemasons because I really need them for quartz and stuff like that. And also like dripstone, things like that. So it's really cool. Really like how this place is turning out. Still a lot of work needs to be done, and also I've been customizing these carpet pathways, which really came from the, like, originally this material came from the mansion. I'm just remodeling it, and I want to keep it the OG feel. That's why I'm not using like any deep slate or anything like that. I'm kind of just using all the materials I got from the mansion itself to make it keep it that OG awesome, cool, like legacy kind of feel. Because I don't usually build those kind of builds anymore, and I kind of miss them. So I'm trying to keep it like that as much as possible. Though, like a lot of things my brain's tell me right now that switch this up a little bit. I can make it better and stuff like that. Even though I think it looks pretty cool. So, and over here we also have our curing station. So this is where gaming of fashion is, of course. And this is where we go ahead and we deploy them over here. So we bring the villagers over here. They come over here, go inside here. I give them a bed. I give them a workstation. Once they give me the trade that they want, I go and lock them. I push this button. They get pushed over here. They get, you know, zombified by this guy. I gave him the sword a little bit ago. He did have a sapling before, but I give him a sword so he'd kill a little faster. I would give him another sword, but that's a little expensive, and if I ever got trapped in there, I wouldn't want to be a dead man. So I gave him something that, well, I'd rather wait a couple more seconds for the curing process than have a chance of being dead man. You know, getting killed instantly right away by the sword. So I'd rather wait a little bit than get killed by hardcore. And over here in this area, 150 blocks away, is our villager breeder. This is on the channel too. Also, if you guys do build this villager breeder, I did make a mistake of designing it to where it's right up against here, which makes it to where the villagers at nighttime can go and pop out and, you know, sleep in the beds. So make sure you put at least a block away from them. That way they can't really get to it. And as it is, they're already doing the heart particles as soon as I arrive. And They already have tons of villagers down there in that area, so pretty crazy. But and I also feed him carrots. If I don't feed him carrots, Ashton, one of my viewers, get very mad. He loves carrots and stuff like that. So we give him carrots. And then over here in this area, so I don't like going on ahead and letting them, do their thing in the village where we get tons of villagers, and then like wait 20 minutes for them to grow up on stream. That's a little boring. I appreciate you guys agree with me on that. So I went on ahead and I went 150 blocks this way in this direction. And I made a villager warehouse. I recommend you guys do this in your world. If you're like doing it kind of extremely making videos or anything like that. And then going ahead, I do this. Even if you're not doing that, it's like super awesome. This makes it where you don't have to wait like for batches of villagers when you can just do all of them at once. So I transport all my villagers here, which is this warehouse can hold like 50 villagers, and I go on and I put them all in here, and then when they're all baby villagers, but like by the time I get done with this, they're all baby. Some of them are probably still baby villagers, and I go on ahead and I just sit here. I just go on and I sit here and I AFK for 20 minutes. I come back. 20 minutes later, we have 50 villagers all grown up, and it's such a super simple and easy way. Yes, you have to relocate them. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to do that, but it makes it to where when I start my live stream, I'm not going to use 50 villagers in one live stream for sure. So, it makes it so easy. It makes it where I can just transport them to the, trading hall over here and make it where I can just do as many as I want. I don't have to wait 20 minutes for them to grow up and stuff like that. So it's super awesome. But yeah, that's basically it for the trading hall for now. We'll be back here. I'm pretty sure by 5,000 days, we'll have a lot more progress done. Although this thing, I'm pretty sure it's going to take quite a while to get done because it is a trading hall after all. They do take a while. So, but if we go over here this way, I'm going to grab a boat again, which I'm seeing a boat of chests with boats in them. Not with, like boats and chests together, but, like a chest with boats in them. So make it more convenient for me. But I'm going to go down this ice highway, and I'm going to head over to the Nether Fortress. I'll bring you guys back when I get there. And here we are. We have arrived at the Nether Fortress, which is my Wither Skeleton farm. This is where I get all of my Wither skulls from. And it is pretty simple and easy. Definitely check it out. It's on the channel. And you can go on ahead and you can you just build one of these pods, you can build 4 and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. And you just come down here in this area and you can go on ahead and you just get tons of Wither skulls to that. Of course, I emptied this recently because I want to make sure I get all the skulls. And then my AFK pot is over here in this area. Just go ahead and AFK here and then go on and spawn in that area. Also, over here is my blaze farm. So we got a little blaze farm here. The spawner goes in and turns on, and then the blazes go ahead and spawn after probably about a minute of it warming up or whatever. It's pretty fast, and it's really, really nice. Gives me all my blaze rods, but now I mostly use the Wither Skeleton farm because Wither Skeleton farm mostly gives me my blaze rods I need. Gives you blaze rods, gives you heads, all the cool stuff like that. So I don't really need the blaze farm too much anymore, but it gets a good amount of XP and gets a pretty good amount of blaze rods, and they want to come after me, so I'm gonna fly away. But yeah, there you go. As you can see right there, they spawn and they go in, they go down into the chamber. They take the trapdoors as solid blocks, and they go down to the kill chamber and get chopped up, which is really, really awesome. And yeah, so really, really cool. I really like how it's turned out. As you can see right here in this area, I did dig a little bit of the nether dimension out. I usually did a slab proof, but I had a spawning spear. I figured I might as well use it. And I wanted to try out a dig perimeter because I've never really done that before. And I wanted to try something new, but I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Be a smart person. Just slab off the nether dimension unless you really wanted to go in on it and you really want to make it look fancy and everything like that. I'm just gonna slap off the nether dimension from now on. I don't really want to do that anymore. But yeah, that's the Nether Fortress, and for the longest time now, I didn't have this highway. I made this highway recently, actually. If you check out my 3,000 day hardcore tour, and I recommend you do, you'll see that I had to literally manually walk through these Nether highways. Like, they were just under construction. They were just... Yeah, they were really bad. Like, they were really in construction. They were, like, not complete at all. And then now, here in 4,000 days, I got them basically all of them done. Like, basically all of them that are, like, being built right now and everything like that. They're all done, which is super awesome, so I'm really happy about that. But yeah, we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna show you guys the Mushroom Island and then the Mangrove Swamp, and then we're gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna show you guys a very awesome project that I worked on the other day that's been working on for a while, and it is a really cool and awesome project. So 1 second. And here we are at the Mushroom Island portal. If we just go over here real quick, we'll go ahead and we shall appear at the Mushroom Island. This is my first Mushroom Islands hardcore. I believe the last hardcore I had like 2 Mushroom Islands I found. I never really got to use them before, before the season ended, but there you go. But you can see right here, this Mushroom Island is looking really nice. Pretty decent size, really like how it is. Also, this is my mushroom farm. This gives me all my food now. I'm I'm eating beef right now. If you guys ever wondered what was I've been holding my hand the entire time, I'm a I try to stay vanilla as possible. I don't really like going ahead and like doing modded series or anything like that. I like doing like like short term or stuff like that. But I don't like doing long term worlds, modded and stuff like that. It's just not my style. So this is beef, just retextured with texture pack. It just makes it look different. And a totem of undying. So I just make them look a little bit different. I don't know if I had that my last tour, but yeah, I did that this time. And also, this is where we go and get all of our beef. So it's obviously none right now because I eating it all. See, I'm going on ahead. I have my chest and stuff like that. But the, mushrooms go ahead. They fall in here. They get cooked up. A barbecue grill right here, and then they end up going in the chest, and they go. They produce pizza. No, they could produce beef, but you get the point. You get the point. Which is really awesome. I really like how it is. So, and yeah, let me know if you guys like the texture pack in the comments. I can try to see if we can put a link in the description for it. If I just got to contact one of my mods, the odd Nether, he made it, so credit goes to him for making this texture pack. Really, really awesome. So, and yeah, so this is the Mushroom Island. I have some plans in the future. I'm gonna build like a mushroom factory and stuff like that. Haven't gotten around to it yet because if you guys notice, I kind of have like 10 projects I'm working on, and it's pretty crazy. Also, I think there's a bug where if you go in second person or something like that, and third person, you can actually X-ray for the ground, which happened just a second ago for a split second, which not the best ever. So hopefully they fix that up. I'm not gonna show you guys. Don't show bugs. There we go, like that. That's bad. But anyways, let's go for the portal. I'm gonna show you guys the mangrove swamp real quick. And here we are at the mangrove swamp. It just came out of the portal. And we have two little frogs right here, which also, guys, by the way, I have a frog on the farm, and I gotta show you guys in a mini here that as well. But you can see we have a little frogs right here. It's like, I think this is my first frogs that I've found in this area. And I went on ahead and breed the little tadpole, breed them up, and we have little tadpoles in here, which were, like, actually, this thing goes actually quite deep. Yeah, and here's how I had to go really far down deep to get them, because some of them just ran off. They're curious to explore the world, and I don't. I care. I care about. Well, I care about natural life. Okay, I care about oceans to that. Don't worry. Minecraft it despawns every 5 minutes. Trust me. In real life, I put things in garbage cans. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about it. But anyways, the pretty good mangrove swamp. Not the biggest one ever, but I found quite a few other ones that are really big and nice, and I really like them. Also, this is a massive desert, and this is right next to the Mushroom Island. The Mushroom Island is literally over there, right over there, that area is the Mushroom Island sub. I made portal for both of them, though. I don't want to go ahead and, like, want to walk over here. Also, I have a mine over here in this area, which is that pillar, I believe, right there, that leads to a diamond ore fossil. Like, it's a fossil, like, blocks, and it's got diamond ore deep slated in it. It's, like, it's really, really cool. If you ever checked out, the Empire series, they, like, Pixarifs and, let's see, I think it was... Solitaire Gaming found one too, which is really cool. He's about to tear it apart. These viewers were like yelling at him for it. I found one too, accidentally one day. Like, I was just walking back from, I think I was walking back from looking for an ancient city, so I was digging under there and looking for an ancient city because I couldn't find. Well, I did find the big surprise I'm about to show you guys. Yeah, and I was looking for ancient cities, and I found that on my way back, so really, really cool. But let me go on ahead. Let's put this boat down. Let me go down this ice highway, and I'm going to show you guys the Froglight Farm, and then the big project I've been working on, so 1 minute. And over here in this area is my Froglight Farm, and it has a Maverick Cubo down there in the kill tier, so I want to go ahead and like despawn him real quick. But anyways, this is where I get all my Froglights from, which I have like a ton back at the storage room I could show you guys. But they go in, they spawn in this farm, and then the Maverick Cubes go in and they get stuck in the powdered snow. They go in and see the Iron Golem there, and they run towards them, and they go in and jump in the hole to go after them, and they fall down into the powdered snow, and then they sit there for a minute, and they start to freeze, and then after like a minute or so, they'll go on ahead, and they will die. And then the medium ones will do the exact same thing. They'll sit there for a minute, since their hitbox is big enough, they'll go ahead and die as well. And then the baby ones will be the only ones left, and then they'll go on ahead, and they'll eat them and turn them into Froglights. So it's really, really cool. And then you go on ahead, and they go in here. So this farm gets around 18 stacks of Froglights per hour when spawn proofed, of course. I don't think I've spawn proofed any of this area, and I still get like I forgot exactly how much I get. I get at least like a circle box of Froglights within like I think an hour or two of AFKing or something like that without even spawn proofing. So it's really good. Recommend doing it. I haven't set up another highway to this area yet, so I'll be doing it soon. That's my temporary like rail system that brought me here in the first place. Pretty dangerous and unstable making it out of netherrack, but yeah. So hoping probably by 5,000 days you'll see me coming here in style with a boat and ice highway and ice and everything that buttons. But for now it's it's gonna have to be me flying around here to get around these areas. Also, there is a bastion remnant right over here in this area. I have not even raided this thing yet. It's the snout one, I think, and I have not raided it yet, so I'll probably raid it in the future. Just we hardcore players are scared of bastions because they usually end a lot of our lives. And also, this Nether highway here actually leads me back to home. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Nether highway back home, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys the big project that I've been working on for a little bit now. So. And here we are. This portal right here is the one portal that leads to my ancient city. So, this city, I am going on ahead and I am restoring this ancient city. Oh my goodness, it spawned me up in the upper ancient city portal. Oh, okay, it spoiled the surprise a little bit. Okay. But anyways, I've been going on ahead and working hard. And as you can see, I've been working on restoring this ancient city, and may I say, it looks so awesome. This one's my first ancient city that I raided, and surprisingly I didn't set off a single screecher nor warden, which is pretty crazy. Of course, I was really terrified at the time, being very very careful and not wanting to lose my hardcore, so I was pretty careful how I did things. But yeah, this thing is amazing. I was working on this just the other day, and it's turned out magnificent. I love the pillars and everything like that how it's been, and yeah, this is the project I've been really excited for. And the entire city is grass. Like, the entire city has grass on the floor. It took me a little bit to do it, but it was one of my first projects I wanted to work on. And, the first thing to get done first is to get grass down, so it looks a lot better. But as you can see right here, we did a portal. And, this was this idea was from one of my viewers called, Nico. He's one of my awesome mods. He was talking about we could do like another portal in the portal thing, which I thought about before, but I wasn't like really thinking about when I was designing this. Like, I saw other people do it, but I didn't really think about it before. My old Nether portal was down here in this area, which actually you see right here. I restored this entire like middle area, but this was my old Nether portal I used to use. I was expecting to pop out of here, but that's spoiled the surprise. But apparently it's linked right away to the top portal, so that's really really awesome. But yeah, I really like how it turned out. And if one day this portal actually does light in the future, because we all know this is a portal. We all know this is a portal. Whatever storyline you have to go with the theme of the H city, we all know this is a portal. There's no way they would just add like tough deep slate and stuff like that, and like just to let it sit there and just like sit there in that frame right there and not do anything. We all know it's a portal. So one day it will light, and we'll see what comes out of it. But as you can see right here, we've been working on this area. I've been going out and getting this highway right here restored with some dark oak, which looks really nice. Then you got a couple fishing touches to it. But yeah, I've been restoring this entire area. I got this building right here. This would be where they're kind of like, no, if I haven't told you guys the theme yet, but if you haven't gotten the theme by now, you're a little bit slow. We're doing a beat theme for the city. So, and also, there is 14 other ancient cities surrounding this area. It's pretty cool, right? I didn't notice that first. I went ahead and I raided this one, and then I came back here later. I was gonna start just remodeling this, and I dug a little bit that way, and I found another city. And I knew it wasn't my city because it was dark as the city used to be, but it had screechers, and I knew I took away every screecher, every sensor and skull catalyst. I do that every time. Every city, I take every single one of them. I don't leave them behind because I want to take over the entire city. I want to make sure the warden is extinct. I don't want him to come back. So, but yeah, I went ahead and so now we're planning on doing themes for the city. So I'm planning on going ahead. This is the B theme for the capital, and then there's be like a redstone one and probably another one. I'm donating my cities and naming them after my viewers for the top donators, people who donate a lot to the channel on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm giving cities to them, and they can decide the theme and stuff like that. So this one's my city, and I wanted to be theme because I never used honeycomb and stuff like that. So I went ahead this for like. This is like for them to worship the bees, obviously, and everything like that, and a little area for them doing that. And then this used to be the wool area where the campfires were and the wool. And my viewers thought about doing a fountain, so when I did a fountain, it turned out to be beautiful. Also, this was a chest building. The little chest building with little walls crumbling around it, and there's like one little chest, and just a couple of screechers maybe there. This is it. I started to go a little bit overkill on it. I want to have some buildings and stuff like that, and then a pillar as usual and stuff like that, and a little awning for you to have like a picnic maybe, or just stay out of the rain. Of course, we're underground, so I don't know how that would be, but I'm thinking about doing night sky in the future. I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Should I go ahead and put like a night sky in here with like, end rods and black concrete and black glass? Or should I go on ahead and should I open it up to the surface all the way and have full sky access to fly in here, have waterfalls and stuff like that? I have several ideas, or should I just leave it alone and just dig it up a little bit, make it look a little decent. You guys decide. Or I can make it. Ooh, or I can make it to where the entire ceiling is honeycomb and like it's like a huge beehive. Yeah, we can do that. I have ideas popping my head right now. You guys let me know in the comments if you gotten this far. And if also you've gotten this far, you're the real OGs, guys. Appreciate your support. It takes a while for me to make these videos, so I appreciate you watching clear to the end, of course. And if you did have gotten this far and you do get to the end of the video too, let me know in the comments. You know, say I watched the entire video, and you know, let me know what you think about it. You know, 1 out of 10 rating, whatever you want to do, or whatever. So yeah, and also this one was in our chest room, and I made it a smaller building, just like different sized buildings here and there. But yeah, as you can see, I still have a lot of the city to do. I have gotten this part of the city done, but I still haven't gotten this part of the city done, and it's pretty torn up and pretty beaten up and not looking the best. So I'll be working on these on live stream, so if you guys want to check it out, definitely check it out. We'd love to have you there. It's always a blast, and yeah, hope to see you there. And we'll be working on this a lot more, so, and hopefully these portals lit up soon, you know, I got this actual portal lit. But let's go for the portal, and I am going to show you guys the end dimension. I believe it's the last place on the map. If it's not the last place on the map, and there's a couple other things I'll remember on the way, and I'll take a detour and show you guys that. But we're going to head to the end dimension for some of the last stuff I got to show you guys. So, 1 second. And this over here is the Stronghold. So, in Bedrock Edition, Strongholds tend to go ahead and generate underneath the villages, which is super awesome. So, you don't have to waste as many eyes of Ender looking for a Stronghold. And also over there in that area, that's my other old gold farm. It was going and kind of leaking to my my regular Nether portal and kind of spawning in some angry zombified pigments on the other side of the Nether dimension. And I was kind of getting attacked and getting really close to death. So, I decided to move it farther away, and it linked it differently, so that's really cool. And so yeah, but yeah, it's spawn underneath the village. If you guys play in Bedrock Edition, you're most likely gonna have a strong underneath the village, like, you know, almost every time, almost. So if you go down here though in this area, this is where it is. Now I want to remodel this stronghold. I am planning on building a crashed version of the USS Enterprise Star Trek ship. I recommend checking out. Now there's like, you know, real life military ship, and then there's like the Star Trek one from the show. It's the one from the show I'm planning on building, and it's to be a crash version, crashed into the ground from kind of like Star Trek Beyond. So definitely check that out if you have not yet. And you know, like look at pictures or whatever, and like you see what kind of I'm getting at. And then over here in the end dimension is oh my goodness. Oh, you smacked me. You smacked me on the way in. Oh my goodness. What are you guys doing in here? I thought I was taking some bad damage, which went on well. Also, I think about it in the future. I can probably add an extra layer of obsidian down below this platform. I think it's 1 thick, maybe 2 thick, but I'm gonna make it 3 or 4 thick, just because one times I might phase for the floor a little bit, and I don't want to go down in the void. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go down in the void, and I'm gonna try everything in my power. If you guys don't know, I try everything in my power to stay alive in this hardcore. But if we look over here in this area, we have opened every single end gateway. It's really cool, right? Like, we opened all 20 gateways. I had a couple close calls, all of them being fall damage. But yeah, as you can see right here, every gateway is open. I'm starting to mark out an area for the USS Enterprise in space. So there'll be a crash version in the overworld, and then here in the end dimension in space is going to be the USS Enterprise. And if you guys want to know how big the saucer is going to be, it is going to be this big. It is going to be as big as the end gateways, like the whole thing. Like the end gateways will be sucked inside of the saucer. They'll be inside the saucer. Like the saucer will be bigger than the end gateway. So it's gonna be that big for the saucer alone. And then we're gonna have the you know, the neck of this ship, like it's attached to the saucer to the warp engine and stuff like that. And there's my emerald beacon. I figured that was in the end dimension. I was wondering where you went. Emerald beacon. I kind of need you for the projects later on. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then over here in this area is my Enderman farm. This is also on the channel. It's a really good Enderman farm. I really like how it is. It gives you tons and tons of ender pearls, so I don't usually end up using it too much, because I don't end up needing ender pearls or anything like that too much. But yeah, I just fly over here, land down here, and then if you go up here in this area, you can go on ahead and just stand here for like a minute or two, and then you land and spawn over there, and then you just look right at them in the eyes, and they come after you. It's not the usual endermite one. It'll make it to where it's a little safer for you, because the usual endermite one can be a little bit dangerous spawning in the endermite. You can literally go on ahead and kill you if you take too much damage from him. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I try to stay with the Endermite one. But yeah, it's pretty good. And then this was the old Wither Killer right here in the middle, underneath the gateway. This was what the old Wither Killer was. This is where I got a lot of my beacons, like all my beacons actually so far. I haven't built a new Wither Killer yet, but I have a design. So I already have one on the channel. I'll be building here later on. But yeah, as you see here, you used to go ahead and spawn right here, so you used to go ahead and be able to place them on the obsidian down here in this area. You used to be able to place them here, and you'd go ahead and get shoved up in here, and you'd suffocate in the portal blocks right here in this area, in the bedrock, and he would go ahead and suffocate till he died, or you can smack him too as well. But I popped the toe doing that. I started smacking him, getting confident, and all of a sudden he gave me the withering effect, which I didn't know you could have that happen to you. I used it a ton of times before in normal mode, and I forgot I had milk on me and I popped the totem, so not the best and smartest and, not the proudest moment in my hardcore. I think it was my first totem, I think. I don't know. But if we go over here in this area to the very, very dangerous and makes my heart pump and race area, place I don't usually go to unless I have a pumpkin on my head, this is where we're doing to get started on the project for the end. So we're going on ahead and we're getting started on the end project by going on ahead and coming down here. I might want to aim my crosshair here so I don't look at any endermen. And you just come down here with a pumpkin head because I'm usually smart. Today I'm not being so smart. But as you see right here, I'm laying down an entire platform. Enderman cannot pick up spruce planks. So I'm going ahead and it's also very cheap. And like one log's 4 stacks. So like it's such a cheap and good idea because I can carry so much on me. But anyways, I'm going back and forth here with my speed bridging abilities, of course. And making an entire platform bigger than the island. And then I'm going to go ahead and put water here. So I'm trying to make it as safe as possible. Because if I fall in the void, it's a high chance. Like 80% chance I'm a dead man. So I'm trying to make it as safe as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and make it to where there's one block of water down here. And it's going to be bigger than the island. So I'm building the Enterprise. If I fall, I won't take any damage for 1. And 2, I won't fall in the void. Because the water will stop my fall damage. It will stop my fall. And also the wood will also make sure I can't go any further. And I can't go in the void. So it's a very safe way. If you guys plan doing a project, probably do this tactic. I have never done this before, but I've seen other people do this in project, and I have enough knowledge of the game to know what to do and what not to do, and I feel like this is the safest and best method to going on ahead and surviving and not dying in the void and stuff like that. And if I keep my crosshair on these ladders, because I am so nervous about looking at an enemy and him just smacking me into the void and me dying, even though I got tons of totems. It's never good to risk. It's never good to look at the enemy and be like, haha, I can't get me or anything like that, or not being like too careful. So, but we're gonna go over here in this area. This is basically it for the end dimension. I've raided some cities, stuff like that. I'm planning to do some more projects. I'll be getting hopefully some more progress done here in the future. I've just been it's gonna take a little bit to get that floor underneath there done. I need to get that done before I work on like getting the the circle done for the saucer. That way, if I'm building it, because the saucer is the most dangerous part, like marking out the blocks to mark out the saucer. If I fall, it's game over for me, and I don't want that stuff. But if we hop on it for here, I might appear at spawn, I might appear in my bed, and I'm gonna go ahead and where am I gonna appear at? Where am I gonna appear at? Oh dear. I don't know. I did set my bed at spawn, at my bed. I did set my spawn on my bed a while ago, but I do tend to sleep for the night. We have been sleeping for the night, so we appear at spawn. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep for the bed, and I'm gonna show you guys the last destination on our tour, the raid farm. And there it is. This is my raid farm I have on the channel. It's a really good one. This was my original design, and I have a way newer and cheaper one, so definitely check that one out. But this one works perfectly. It's very nice, very safe, and you'll have no problems with raids spawning on the ground at all, as long as you build it correctly, obviously. But this thing gives a bunch of totems. It's giving me all my totems in this hardcore, besides, obviously, the wood match, which I don't use those totems. And then, it takes me tons of emeralds. And, yeah, I haven't used this in a while, because it used to take some days, and I try not to AFK a whole bunch when I get hardcore, because it takes a lot of days. But I took all the totems. At least I got some totems here, and I don't have any emeralds here. I'm used to the totems being yellow, so I'm not used to seeing my texture pack change into the big golems. So I don't see them very, not as obvious. But yeah, I get some totems here. I got some totems here now. I just leave them here, and then I get emeralds coming in as well, which I mostly AFK at this place for the emeralds now. As you can see, I think. Did I feel? Oh my goodness, I AFK this thing until it's started full. Oh my goodness, but yeah, it's such a useful and simple and easy farm. You just go down here in this area, and there's a kill chamber that goes on ahead and makes it to where, so the pillagers in the outpost, you see there's one right there, he goes on ahead, there's in Bedrock Edition, there's spawning blocks for mobs to spawn, such as, they're in fortresses, they're in pillager outposts, they're in ocean monuments for the guardians as well, and this block right here, it's also probably, I think, in their block, sometimes they can have up to, 4 or 3, I think, spawning spots, but this block right here, that gold block, is the spawning spot where the pillager can spawn. You can just, at any level, height in the world that you want, you can make this, you can put this block, any height in the world, they can spawn. So they can spawn on the ground, so if you destroy this entire outpost, they would spawn on that block right there, on the ground, this grass there. They just spawn on that grass block all of a sudden, they would appear right in front of you, start pulling their crossbows out, and shooting you. So they spawn here, the glass block is at their head height, so it shoves them out, and then they go on and they fall in that chamber, which usually is on, and it goes on ahead, and they get killed in there. Since the trident is linked to me, it goes on ahead, and it gives me the looting, it gives it to me because I have the looting sword in my hand holding it, and then it goes on and I get the bad omen, and I'm usually up here in this area, and then in the bad omen, it goes on and it goes to me, and then it goes, this villager right there in the bed, so it goes on ahead, and it starts to raid all of a sudden, because there's only one villager in a bed to make it a, village, make it where you can start raid, and I turn on Strike Killer, goes and grinds them up. It's super awesome, useful. I put 3 boats here, don't use any of that, usually 2, because Vexes do have a small, maybe 0.1% chance, who knows, like very, very small chance of spawning, but they still can, and I take every precaution possible to stay alive here in the hardcore, so I put more boats up there just in case. I can't go for those boats, because if it goes up and down, they first spawn, they go up, they'll go up, and they'll get in the boats, and they'll be stuck there, and they'll just sit there until they, die, because after a while, after they've been summoned, after a while, they go and just die and start taking damage and they eventually die, so really, really useful. I believe we got the villager from that village, and yeah, this is right next to spawn. It's such an awesome raid farm. I really like it. I might build one closer by. I haven't found it closer by Outpost. I did find one that was closer by, but it was glitched for some reason. It wasn't going and spawning me the pillager captains. It was spawning pillagers, and the farm was working correctly. It just wouldn't spawn pillager captains. I don't know why. And it glitched outposts like that. But I'll let you guys know if I figure out why they aren't spawning pillager captains. Usually it takes a minute or two to spawn them, but not like half an hour, an hour. But yeah, that's the end of the tour. I hope you guys enjoy my hardcore world and all I've done so far. Let me know in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy, you can always consider hitting the like button and subscribing for more. It helps a lot to appreciate. It does take a little bit of time to, make videos and stuff like that. And I love getting them out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the content I get out in the channel for you guys. And here goes to 2,000, and here goes to 5,000 days. I can't wait to get another one of these videos out and show you everything that we get done at that time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Until next time, see you guys later, and have an awesome day, everyone.